Hello everyone, this is Dilip Kumar, Assistant Professor from Department of ECE in Annamacharya Institute of Technology and Sciences, Tirupati. So we will see in this today's session about series and parallel circuit connection in Tinkercad platform. So this is suitable for the students who have been doing tinkering lab experiments under university curriculum of JNTUA. In order to complete this experiment, let us have set some goal that to design and implement LED lighting circuit, that is an application. So that is being designed with the help of resistors, LEDs. So those resistors and LEDs has been placed in series and parallel. So using this application, we can able to learn the process of series connection and parallel connection, how the current flow and voltage will be present in a circuit. Before proceeding to the experiment, let us know the definition of the series circuit. A series circuit in an electrical circuit in which all the components are connected to one after another in a single path for the current flow. In series circuit, we have certain features like the current flow through each component one after the other in a single path, and the current flows through all the components throughout the circuit is same, and only the voltage will be varying. Whereas in parallel circuit, it is in which all the components are connected across the same 2 points, that is side by side, so that multiple paths for the current to flow. Here, multiple paths current will be divided into respective paths, and voltages are same, and currents are going to be divides across the respective branches depends on the resistance in the respective parallel circuit. In order to proceed this series and parallel circuit for the application of serial light glowing, we need to have a web page with the name called tinkercad.com. So this is a virtual experimental process. So in order to do this, you need a good internet connection, and we need to open any browser is required, any of the browser, web browser. In the web browser, you have to go for a URL name called tinkercad.com. Once it is been the web page is open, you can see the screen will be like this. Here you need to go for the sign up of the account. So go for sign up. You can create a personal account. Click this option. If you have a Gmail account, you can sign in with the Google account, or else in order to go with sign up with individual separate account, any of the other than Gmail, you can log in with the sign up with an email. So as I have a Gmail account, I will proceed with sign in with Google, and it will be directed to the interfacing account of the Gmail. So you can select any of the account which you have been having in Gmail, that is a Google. Once the account has been successfully interfaced with the Gmail, then you can have the process. Once the account is successfully interfaced, then we can have the web page will be appear like this. Once the account is successfully interfaced, then the appearance of the dashboard of the Tinkercad will be like this. Here you can see that the left side of the panel with the name of your username, then followed by the respective sections. Here, in order to proceed with the series and parallel circuit, we need to select the designs. Once the designs has been clicked, opened, then you can see the different designs of the model, 3D model circuits and code blocks. Here, select create, then go for option circuits. Then the web page is directed to the circuits dashboard, often with empty screen. So as this is a series and parallel circuit, so which can be done in two separate halves. In first half, we will see a series circuit. So this is an empty screen. On the top left side of the Tinkercad icon, you can see there is a random name will be there. So that is a auto generated. You need to change that name, so select the name and rechange the name with the name called series circuit. So as the experiment is the series circuit. So then enter the respective name of the experiment, then click enter. Then by default, it will change and it will be auto saved. So in order to proceed with the series circuit, the required components will be a breadboard and as many number of LEDs or resistors you require, you can select. So as for this experiment, we will select a 3 LEDs and 3 resistors with the help of a breadboard. So for that, initially we required a breadboard. So on the left side of the panel, you can see there are several components which has been related for the electronics. So for this, first we will select the component of the breadboard. There are different shapes of the breadboard will be available. So once you type the name of the component, then the respective shapes will be available on the right side of the panel. So then select the any of the one breadboard of respective shape. So you can place it here. Just click the component and place it on the empty space. Then we required the another one is a resistor. The component you have to place it and the LED click and place. So similarly, you can place another LED, another resistor and LED. So as our aim is to make form a series circuit with the help of 3 resistors and 3 LEDs. So here, so the position of the LED will be placing now here on screen in the vertical position. So we let us have to be convenient for the sake of connectivity with the help of breadboard. Let us make it to change it to horizontal position. For that, you have an option on the top with the help of a change over the position. So click this position, then it will be changing the position and place this resistor onto the breadboard. Okay. Now, and the LED has a two terminals. One is anode, the long terminal. Short terminal is the cathode. So as the positions of the anode has to be placed of the first input side of the resistor. So to make the positive terminal here is not possible. That is anode to be connected to the resistor of the one N terminal. In order to make that convenient, we will have an option in the panel with the interchange mirroring option. So click that option, then it will be mirrored with the anode and cathode terminals will be interchanged. Then place the respective LED onto the series with the resistor. You can see if I place the mouse pointer here on the breadboard, all this vertical line is been shorted in a breadboard. Then in the same manner, you have to change the positions of the another two resistors and it is been placed with the series with the LED of the first one. Then the second one LED also has to be mirrored. Then it is to be placed here. Then do the same process for the another resistor. Anode of the cathode of the second LED is to be connected to the third resistor. Then another LED, that is LED 3 is to be mirrored and place it to the resistor at the terminal. So in order to get the potential applied to the breadboard, you require a battery. So you can see there is a battery available on the right side of the panel of the such components. Click the battery and place it here. In the same as procedure with the resistor, changing the position of the battery also possible here. Now the battery has a two terminals. One is a positive and negative. So in order to connect the wire, in order to connect the battery, breadboard, and the LED resistors, you need to have a wire. So for that, place the mouse pointer on the positive terminal of the battery, click it and move the position such that you have to go for vertical and horizontal motions only, as the connectivity of the wire should be linear shape. There should not be any cross wiring. So connect here so that this horizontal rail has been completely shorted with the positive supply. So as this has to be positive supply, then the terminal resistor has been connected from positive to breadboard, fourth line, fourth vertical line, fourth column. And the other end, negative terminal of the third LED, that is cathode, is being connected to the ground. So that is being done with the help of another rail of the bottom breadboard. So from the battery, negative terminal connected to negative rail of the breadboard bottom side. Now it is being connected properly. So here we can see there is an option in Tinkercad platform that we can change the resistance value. So click the value on, click the resistor symbol. Then you can see the option of changing the resistance value. Here by default, it is been opted with the resistance value 1 kilo ohm, or whichever the value you can type here the value, whether it is a 10K or 1K or 100K, or if you want 100 ohms, whichever the value you want, you can opt it. So here by default, the value is been 1K, that is been by defaultly selected. Let it be the same. And here you can change the LED colors. Select the LED and you can change the color whichever we want. So we'll have a red color as the first one, and we can make the second one as an orange and have a third LED name. It shows it is a, let us have it as a white or a red or blue. Let it be blue. So as three different colors to just have a small identification, the number of three LEDs has been connected. So go through the connections once and twice of the connectivity from positive circuit, positive terminal to negative terminal of the battery. It has been completely formed a closed loop or not. Without forming a closed loop, there is no chance of passing of current flow inside the series circuit, as it has been series. So in order to check the connectivity has been properly done, and it has been checking the functionality of the LEDs is been blinking, it is been on or not, you need to go for top right corner by clicking an option called Start Simulation. Click the Start Simulation. Then you can see three different LEDs with LED 1, LED 2, LED 3 are on position now. This is how we can see that series circuit, the current flow through all the three LEDs are same. Even if there is any small break in the circuit, loop has been disconnected, that result in no current flow in the circuit. This is the series circuit connection. If you want to change the resistance value, change the resistance value and check the intensity of the LEDs. That is an exercise, you can do it. Now let us see the parallel circuit, how it will be. So once this circuit has been done, so in order to create a new circuit, click on the Tinkercad icon on the top left side of the dashboard icon. Then it will be redirected to the main dashboard where you can see all the circuits designs that will be saved in your home screen circuits. These are here. So series circuit has been created in a cloud. So if you want to change any of the component for this circuit, once again click on this circuit and click on the tinker this to change any of the changes that has been for this circuit. Now in order to go for the parallel circuit, once again you have to create a new circuit. For this top right side you can see, click on the create button, then go for the circuits. Once again, a new circuit, new empty screen circuit of the platform has been opened. Now for this, we will change the name with the experiment name as a parallel circuit. So as similar to the earlier experiment of series circuit, for this also we will take one breadboard and three resistors and three LEDs. The only change is the circuit connectivity will varies. As the earlier circuit is a series circuit where the current is passing throughout the circuit is same. Whereas for the parallel circuit, the current will be divided into different paths and the voltage is same for all the paths. Now let us see the connectivity for the parallel circuit. So I have placed all the components which are required to form a parallel circuit. Now unrequired components also has been placed on the screen here. You can see. Now let us have the connectivity of all these circuits. Now I will place the components of the resistors and the respective LEDs in parallel. I'm just changing the position in order to form a parallel circuit. Take the second resistor and place it at some other position. Place the third one. Next, third one. Place it with some distance, not too overlapping of components. Place it in proper order. Changing the direction of the LED now and placing the same here. Now, all the three components, resistors, has been connected with the positive supply. Connected. All these three resistors has been parallelly connected with the positive supply. So let us have all the cathodes to be connected to the bottom side of the breadboard of the cathode terminal. It has been properly connected. And the cathode, all the cathodes has been connected negative. From the battery, negative terminal also has been connected to the negative rail of the breadboard. This is the connections for the parallel circuit. Once all the components has been properly placed and you need to verify the functionality of the circuit and connections of the circuit only through the option called start simulation. So top right side corner you have an option called start simulation. Click that button. Now you can see the functionality of the LEDs which are in on condition. All the three LEDs are on state, where we can observe all the three LEDs has been connected with the parallel voltage. Once the verification is done, you can click on the stop simulation. If we want to change any of the components, only by clicking only after stop simulation only, we can able to edit the components. Whether it is a resistance value of changing the circuit, anything that can be done only after stop simulation. So this is the parallel circuit connectivity using the Tinkercad. Once it is done, click on the Tinkercad dashboard icon on the top left side. So that will be saved in the default as cloud. Thank you. This is the first experiment, sub-series and parallel circuit.